What up, what up? All right. Daily recap for free day. Gonna go over the trades, my bias, and explaining a mistake I made today. Um, that I could have fixed. Yeah, so I'm going that and how I should have stuck to my original bias and decisions. So, start on the 1 hour. What was I looking for? So I will say what I was looking for was kind of correct because I did want to see a rebalance to this fair value gap below us. Oops. And we did end up getting that, but not as deep as I anticipated. So my initial thoughts were to expand. I was around this point, so I wanted to dip down, retrace on this FVG, then start hitting this buy side. It played out perfectly. I need to record my pre-trade analysis and also record like my trades because that'll make a lot more sense. But it played out really well. But my execution was lacking today. So even if my bias is correct, my execution was pretty bad. So I go into the day and I freaking mess up because we already run down this fair value gap pretty much. So we run down, we sweep inside the top upper half of the 1 hour fair value gap. Then we expand off that. So I should automatically be looking for longs. And I fixed this later, but I was not the right timing. So we start expanding like crazy. And I take an internal soup here with time. What was this? 9:44. And it was against the bias and also it was just displacement. So it wasn't even, I'm just going to be realistic with the trade because I can't even say, I have to be pretty realistic. So like this here is a pretty good soup because we had an enclosed candle, even though I wouldn't take this because it's still against the bias, but it's a better soup than the one I just took because the one I took was not, we had the manipulate versus the bearish candle and then run down. But the soup I took, we were still pretty much building our narrative. So maybe like this makes sense. We're still buying up and I sold just on the next buy instead of we hit our point and then we start reversing off of it. You know what I mean? So I sold I didn't sell at the point of interest. I sold here. And so, that stopped me out before we actually hit the point of interest. So I sold before the point of interest, which our POI is this. That's a big old arrow, holy crap. But our POI is here at the 950 as we manipulate this high. And then we're going to start to get a retrace. But still, it's counter bias. So what I'm saying is it's counter bias in the first place. So it's not a great trade anyways. But if I would have taken shorts, I should have waited for the point of interest, our high time frame liquidity pool to be swept, instead of taking some internal crap. Because I just took this. I took an internal sweep. Like, bro, I need more confirmation of that, especially when we're bullish. So that's my bad today. So I should have taken this sweep up here. Thoughts and lessons on that. That's what I should have done. Okay, so then, it is what it is, but learn from it. I can come back to this video and learn from my mistakes. So this would be valid short for the day, just to rebalance. We rebalance this 1 minute, and then I freaking FOMO'd along. So I guess not FOMO because I did switch my bias. I will say that I was good. I started looking for bullish price action, but we didn't even retrace into the fair value gap. We hit this low, and in my mind, this is what's so dumb. In my mind, I'm like, okay, we're running down. I'll just draw it in here. This liquidity pool, I want to see us start buying up from. But what I was wrong about was we're already in a sell model. So it's going to take it because it's going to use this liquidity pool as a doll. So this liquidity pool down here, let me close up these candles. This is how I use high time frame candles. This liquidity pool down here is going to be used as a doll because we already have a manipulation here. You know what I mean? Because we have a manipulation at this point, what did we do? We'd go manipulation, then we go down, and then we take our doll. That's a garbage doll. That's what we do. So we can't use that as a liquidity pool technically. So, oops, that was the two errors of these trades, and I can show what I could have fixed about them. Yeah, so it was annoying because I couldn't get really anything on for longs. I was looking for a tap into this fair value gap for longs, and I couldn't get anything good. So I kind of took C setup trades, just nothing good, honestly. So first one, I should have waited for the point of interest. Second one, it was a long off a doll instead of a long off a actual valid liquidity pool. And you might ask, like, what's a valid liquidity pool? We need to see manipulation first to take those. So I would have taken sells because we had manipulation. We should be looking for sells off this leg. But then once we have bullish manipulation, like right here, bullish manipulation, and we're already expanding bullish, we're switching market structure because what are we doing? We're breaking highs. We're switching to a bullish narrative, and I'm just going to describe this to help me. So when we got a bearish narrative, we super high and we start running down like this, you know, bearish narrative, bearish narrative. When we switch bullish, we hit our point of interest, and then we start breaking those highs, and we start buying up and breaking highs and breaking highs. Y'all know how it works. So this is when we go our bullish, our buy program. Buy program, sell program. Buy, sell program, buy program. So that's simple, guys. Simple market structure. But it's crucial because you need it. So what I should have waited for longs is, hey, let's get our buy program first. So boom, break above high. Okay. Now, what are we looking for? Longs, yeah. So from here, I could have taken this, or let's see, what do we get? Anything better? Let me see what's on the time macros. 10:30, 10:31. Boom. Let's see. This could have been something. Yeah, so that was a trade. So because now we're establishing a buy program, and this probably would have been a break even. Stop under that low. Look, you could target the high, the manipulated high, or you can target, like, I don't know if there's anything internal, like internal this fair value gap or something. I would have targeted the high, and I probably would have taken a break even on this. But you could target that 1 hour fair value gap, the 1 minute fair value gap. That's what we should be doing, is waiting for our programs, and then establishing bias and narrative off of that. And this is, I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm telling myself, this videos are for me. If you watch them and you find them, useful to yourself and your own trading, that's perfect. I would love to educate. But also all these videos I post are for me to use as data collection and to think back on. But if y'all, get stuff from it, that's awesome. I would love for you to learn and get info from this, because that's what I'm trying to do also. Sweet. So this would have been the valid trade later in the day. I probably would be off the charts at this point, but that's just explanations for these two trades. Was dull and not point of interest. So we should have waited for this little buddy boy here. And this one we're using as a dull until we got a bullish manipulation. When we got this POI, then now we can be looking for buys, and that's what we get later. And I can do this for the heck of it, just look for other trades, but let's see. I don't know if we got anything else. And honestly, it doesn't matter if we got anything else. Yeah, I don't think we did. Yeah, I'm not worried about the rest of it. But yeah, that's the narrative for the day. I was looking for longs, but I got impatient, and I started looking for sells to rebalance to this 1 minute. But the thing is, for sells, I did wait for my POI, and then I took longs FOMO'd off a dull instead of liquidity pool. That's it, boys. You live and learn.